goodness, Monkley with the dodge.
What a beautiful charge dash from Meldon to save that bastard.
Is that bastard?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Meldon gets it.
Oh, this is fine. What a save.
Oh my god. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the Ori and the Blind Forest All Skills Tournament 2018. We are going to bring you 11 straight matches today here on Speed Gaming 4, and I'm very excited to be able to start off here. We've got Terra versus Vennguard. My name is Vol'jin. I'm here with Cleanfell. We're going to bring you the action. Clean, how are you doing, man?
Well, I'd say I'm tired, but like I can't really say that since you woke up like at 8 today.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly awake and ready to go. Yeah. Can't you just
Woo!
hear it in my voice?
I can hear the excitement. This is gonna be a good day, so maybe some early commentary will get me up and awake for this.
All right, well, what do you know about this matchup here?
So Ven, a little bit of a newer runner, but still has a very nice PB of, I believe, sub 40, but it's like unsubmitted, so who knows. And then you got Terra, a very veteran runner who's hoping to have a good race time today, maybe about around a 30-minute time. So that's what we'll see if he can pull it off today.
Yep, both of these runners can be, obviously there's a bit of a difference in the skill level there, but what we'll be hoping to see from Terra, maybe a PB. From Vennguard, certainly, maybe a PB again. In his first race, which he went against Sully, he was able to get a PB. Despite losing, he was able to get a 45.19. He has since improved that by apparently 5 minutes, so he is clearly well on his way. Quick note about Terra, of course, always fun to talk about input methods. Terra is a hybrid user. He's one of the first, like the original ones of those. And he will be using controller for about the first half of the run, then switching to KBM. So that will be something interesting to look out for, while Vennguard will be sticking with that the entire way through.
Yeah, and then you have Terra, obviously a veteran. He's going to be doing all the tricks. And it looks like Ven is just going to be doing the skip clean water trick. So we'll see how the tricks go for Terra today.
I also love our little note about Terra in the miscellaneous, manipulating the group results via his own race times to defeat Grim in the bracket. That will be an interesting challenge for him. We'll see whether or not he can actually achieve that. Grim and Terra, of course, really good friends, played together on the same team in the doubles randomizer tournament, which we had late last year for Ori. So we'll see whether or not he can achieve his dreams, but that'll be in a bit.
Yeah, maybe that's why he needs that 30 race time, so he can actually get it, get that good matchup that we'll see. But it looks like we're just about ready to start.
That's right. We'll be gropping over to our race in just a moment here. Swoosh.
Nice, very nice.
All right. Well, as always, here at the beginning, we're going to hope not to see much of a difference. You know, the first minute or so, pretty straightforward. You're going to hope most runners are not going to have a problem, not bonk on any walls or anything like that. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. The only thing that can really cost some lead changes here in the early game is some early game deaths, but hopefully we've seen none of those today.
I would be very impressed if either runner managed to die on the way to Spirit Flame. I think that would be a first for the tournament so far.
During practice, I've fallen that water sometimes. It looks tasty.
You like drop into the water, take a tick of damage, you make your save here, and then you go fight the rhino and you accidentally get hit, and that's it.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe. Well, let's
But
hope.
both runners avoiding that.
Yeah, let's hope not to see that. So they had to get Spirit Flame, their main ability to attack some enemies. You said Terra's using controller, so I believe he'll probably be doing some pacing, while Ven may do some mashing here. We'll see.
When you take a look on Terra's screen, you actually see for this particular fight, he's going to go ahead and switch to keyboard and mouse, and so he'll be able to do the mashing as well. Ven doing the same thing, just missing 1 or 2 shots there, but otherwise pretty good. Terra had a little bit of a hiccup as well. It's very easy if you get thrown off slightly on your scroll wheel timing. You just get very, very confused there, but both runners making it out pretty well.
Right, I actually picked up a little bit of XP there. I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not, but we shall see. Ooh, he gets hit again, so he maybe also be intentional. We don't know, because they optionally want to get down to 1 health at that ghost door coming up. So we'll see if maybe he will be able to get past that slime or not.
Whew, that was a very, very scary jump there, and managed to not take the damage. Not sure what his HP count is at the moment. We'll maybe see a check. No, it looks like he's good. He'll just take the damage, and then Ven also able to take the damage. So they're both going to get a pretty good ghost door here. Terra taking his death, 1 tick, then dropping down, place the save, the jump there, but then he gets his death as well. So clean job by both of them on ghost door.
Right. Here they go. Both they get the very nice 4th health cell that you see mostly everyone get, except for those really veteran runners and Poogle, of course. No, yeah. So they're going to be tracking their XP here, as you see Terra like quickly flashing the UI, so that he can set up the XP level up while he's in the area with all those brambles to clear him out. I don't know if he does it before or after getting wall jump.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to tell. Every runner, of course, just has a different approach to this. Some runners, depending on what their count is, will still take more XP than what other runners will take. And so Terra forced him to level up on the way down. It looked like pretty intentionally, and Vennguard getting the same level up, so they're both doing pretty good. Vennguard opting for a slightly safer drop down there, where he drops on the right side of that little spike pit. Just avoid taking that 1 damage. It doesn't matter too much since you have just leveled up, but, you know, should be a little bit safe.
Right. So here we got wall jump here. Our first tree ability, which even though you can climb up walls, the walls in Nori are not even. They're kind of rigid, and to be able to really get that good time, you have to optimize those wall jumps. Terra stopped for a second. I wasn't sure if that was... No, Ven, I mean. Stopped for a second. I wasn't sure what happened there, but I think he's fine now.
Yeah, there's an interesting occurrence that is pretty unrelated that most of you won't be able to see, but Terra managed to accidentally dot done in the race, which is, of course, it's not actually done, but it is pretty funny to see, and that might have distracted him for a moment there, and same for Ven. But that doesn't really affect anything. Oh, wow, Ven.
Oh, that Trojan log, like, freaking bounced. What was that? Amazing.
Yeah, I have straight up no idea how that actually got swinging that hard. In the meantime, Ven is making his way back up towards Blackroot Burrows, where Terra's about to enter. We'll see the Save Anywhere glitch, of course, the one you've always seen for these cutscene skips. Terra's going to use glitch to store this menu while he's moving around. He's going to get to this cutscene trigger. He seems a little bit low on XP, but this might be part of his route. It's always, again, hard to tell. But he'll learn an ability after triggering that cutscene and reload his file, and it has saved the game, so he'll be able to continue into Blackroot Burrows without watching a 20-second intro cutscene.
Yeah, we hate cutscenes in our speedrun. Get him out of here. So, with some nice save manipulation, we were able to do that. And now Terra's in the Blackroot. Very fun, spiky section. Full death.
That is right, Clean. This pit of spikes here, all those spikes down there, those are 3 damage. And Terra's got his UI open. We can see that he has exactly 1 health, so he opts for a quick save there just to make things a little bit safer. And getting this jump to the XP on his 2nd attempt, so not too bad. Vennguard coming into the same room now, and he'll be doing pretty much the same set of things as well.
Yeah, definitely some of these jumps, especially that one to get that orb, it's definitely harder than it seems. It's really tricky how those walls work. Again, walls and Ori, it's Pliz work. And Ben's able to get it though.
Well, especially that wall. I was just practicing it last night, and it is very, very uncooperative. There's just this little like ridges on there that you get the wall jump you think you need, and you like bonk your head on the ceiling for no apparent reason. It's pretty annoying.
Right. There's actually going to try to time these cycles so that he can manipulate the cycles in the next room. That's what a bike group's all about. It's all about these cycles of platforms. So hopefully he's able to not waste any time in the next room. And
Yep, that looked like a very solid manipulation, so he's able to get in that room and catch that platform on its way down. It's obviously impossible to see, but these platforms that Terra's on right now, they don't move until you get to a certain point that Vennguard just got to, basically. Until you get to that point, they don't load in, they don't move, which means you have the opportunity to manipulate them just a little bit. Vennguard also getting a good manipulation, so that platform was waiting right there for him. Just saves a little bit of time as they're able to get on that platform at a good timing.
Definitely. So now they're going to get the dash ability, which is a new ability in the Definitive Edition. But that's really where the run picks up, because dash, whew, it's fast. Is that right?
I will say.
Oh yeah, I believe it's like over 3 times faster than this walking and jumping. So you change from always wanting to jump to never wanting to jump. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a really big change from if you've seen any of the vanilla speedruns of this, like the non-definitive edition of this game, then you've definitely seen how the game progresses when you don't have dash, and there's a lot of trying to get off the ground, trying to make sure that you're bashing off an enemy so that you can coast through the air on the momentum from that bash. Whereas with dash, you're just trying to get back to the ground so that you can chain your dashes and go as fast as you can. As mentioned, it is basically about 3 times faster than running.
That's right. Terra's starting his Frankie walk where he's like not too much XP away from leveling up, so he's gonna kill this Frankie, use that energy from leveling up to get to this door here.
That's right. He's doing a pretty good job kiting this Frankie. Manages to get it to jump into a good position, takes the shot, collects his XP, gets that level up, has put in all 4 energy. Then doing his Frankie walk as well as Terra navigates the Death Gauntlet. The Frankie attempting to jump on his head, but he gets a bonus energy as a kind of gift there, so he's able to make it through. Clean Death Glide. He's going to pick up an energy cell here, and he will be off on his way. Vennguard finishing his up right now.
Yeah, that was a very nice sequence of events there for Terra. Ooh, the XP. Oh man, that XP was far, but luckily with Magnet, we're able to get it. Some people opt to not actually go Magnet and do a quick flame, so it's a little bit trickier, but not too much trickier.
Yeah, Terra, unfortunately. Oh no! No, Ven! Ah, that is the worst death to take, having to go all the way back to the dash tree and then just having a slight problem with the dash glide there as well. So a rough turn of events for Ven. He got stomped, not even stomped, just lured by the spikes there as he was getting through the death gauntlet. So that's a really tough turn of events. It's about a minute of time loss. Yeah,
he got caught up there, and that's very easy if you like just lose track of that where you are in. Bad luck there for Ven, but hopefully he's gonna be able to do it this time. Terra is into double jump in. He's going to do some blind movement there to get out of this area, and that was very nice.
Yeah, you know, taking a little dip in the poison water there, as you can possibly see by the little red flashes on his screen. But only 2 damage, and he's got 4 health, so he's fine. He dropped another save on the way out, and he actually learned the ability Regroup at the double jump tree. That was the one he used to skip that cutscene to get the blind movement. That gives him back 1 health when he makes his soul link. And he's also going for his grotto skip here, and ooh, wow, that's a very, very serious miss there.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of trouble here, but it's not an easy trick again.
He does get it on the 3rd try. Vennguard back into the Death Gauntlet, and this time he does not get lured in by those attractive brambles and manages to wake his way up here. Just needs to dodge that crusher, get to the energy cell, and he can drop a safety save here if he so chooses.
Yeah, and after that death, I would not want to do that a third time. So he's gonna put down that save, and so now he's in the grotto as Terra is out of grotto. He's gonna be moving up these walls, and again, this is where you lose time, not because of just death, but just he got optimized those wall jumps.
Yep, just throwing away all the frames as you're climbing these walls. It's very, very easy. All jumps in this game are analog, which just means that like the length of time that you hold the jump button can determine how far you go, as well as wall jumps being different as far as how far away from the wall you go, and therefore how long it takes you to get back to them, based on whether you're holding neutral input or towards the wall. So there's a lot of little things. You don't have to, obviously, from our commentary, you don't have to understand the entirety of how wall jumps in this game work. Ven going under that Frankie safely, barely.
Yeah, that was a little dangerous, but he's able to get it. There's continuing up here to get ability cell as Ven's got double jumping. Not gonna do the blind movement, and that's okay. It's a little tricky, and we've seen a few people actually die to that pool of water and get stuck in a loop, so I can see the risk he's not going to take there.
Yeah, not only that, but it's like a couple seconds saved at most. And it's really good to see newer runners like Ven make active decisions about, you know, this strat seems pretty challenging, and I know it doesn't save that much time, so I just don't need to bother. Like, he has a 39. There's really no need for the 2 seconds from that, or whatever, you know, number of seconds it saves. I think it's probably 4.
Yeah, around there. So Terra's into the first and really only dungeon we'll see. It's Ginzo Tree, a very vertical dungeon, if you'd say. It's got a lot. You can use that double jump there to climb these vertical logs.
I'm not going to say that word. I'm just not. I'm not going to say it.
Say what? Ginzo?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm not saying
okay.
In this dungeon.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Terra's navigating this the room with the awkward platforms and gamers there very nicely. He was apparently at the last check only a few seconds behind his own PB. Remember, Terra was saying he wanted to get a 30 today, and he's actually been having some very good runs lately. Just PB'd a couple days ago, I believe. So he does really have a good shot at a PB here. He's been playing well recently. There's every possibility that we could be seeing a very solid run from him right now.
Oh yeah, and even with that death, Ven's also making some great time up and out of grotto. He's actually he got a first try grotto skip, so that was very nice to him. And Terra's now onto the mini boss.
That's right. And he manages to detect that the mini boss was going to spawn that bottom right corner. Again, there's a 1 frame flash, that's 1/60th of a second, that you might be able to see while you're fighting this mini boss about where it's going to spawn next. So Terra managed to pick out at least a bunch of them, but he did miss 1 shot, took 1 extra cycle as a result. Not a huge deal though, still pretty good execution overall.
Yeah, yeah, Terra's been just practicing quite a bit recently, so I would definitely expect that he's in the zone right now of making some pretty nice times. And now he's on to bash, or really a second time where the run picks up. The bash ability, crazy useful.
That's right, and not only that, but this is also the point in the run where Terra will switch his control method from using controller primarily to using keyboard and mouse. And of course, that basically his plan there is to take advantage of the I don't know that I would want to say superior, but different way of inputting bashes on keyboard where you aim by pointing the mouse. Definitely a lot of runners find that to be more intuitive or straightforward. Very interesting use of that teleporter there to chase his own shot through the portals. I really like that, actually. Instead of doing a double dash there, which a lot of runners do, that seemed pretty much just as fast.
Oh yeah, that was still the way he executed it. It didn't look like any time was lost from that. So now he's up to his key dupe, where he's gonna make copies of 3 keys. Looks good. I think that was...
Yep, that was a clean drop into that little nook there. Took the death, in range of the door to drop the keys in, so he's good with his 3 extra keys, which you can't see because his UI is hidden. Again, all the runners making sure that their user interface is off the vast majority of the game, so they don't get text boxes from Sign talking to them.
Yeah,
And now we're going to get to see Vennguard go up the tree as Terra fights an inconsequential mini-boss.
Yeah, he actually did a very nice hyperspeed into it, so he's doing well, and Ven's also doing well. He's actually, despite that death, he's 7 seconds ahead of his personal best right now, so very nice.
That is quite good for him, and we'll see if that picks up as he goes. And Terra is making his way now to his swamp entry. We're heading into Moon Grotto. This teleporter that we picked up earlier, we just kind of deviated off to the right to just stand on the teleporter real quick, just long enough for it to be activated for fast travel at this exact point. And we're going to see Terra not bother to skip this cutscene using the save glitch. He could, and he would do some more blind movement, and it would despawn these lasers. But instead, he's going to not bother with that. The cutscene skip, the blind movement, is a little bit annoying. Some runners don't like it too much. But now we're going to see... Ooh, boy, we're going to see him dunk a frog. Oh.
Ooh, yeah. The frog weirdly does not like water. I didn't... In real life, you wouldn't expect that to be something someone would say, but in this game, yes, the frog will die if it touches water. It looks like he's doing a double bash strat.
The setup looks good for it. He did have to release that second bash, but he got in very cleanly. He collected his ability cell as well, which he'll need in just a little bit, but now we're into Swamp, and we're going to be picking up Stomp with a little bit of a hyperspeed flourish through this door.
Very nice hyperspeed there. We like, weirdly, when Ori moves that fast, it's just crazy. It's going to have to go around and to get to the stomp tree, which again allows us to move downward really fast, and definitely faster than just falling. Then getting through this door now, and he should gain his back ability soon.
Having a slight problem with that ghost door setup, just had a little bit too much health. It can be a little bit challenging to manipulate your health to get fast ghost doors in a Ginso tree if you have 4 HP. And that's one of those things there's actually some runners who intentionally take 3 just because they hate dealing with that. In Ven's case, though, I mean, obviously the 4 health he finds a lot more valuable than the faster ghost doors.
Right. Terra's got Stomp, and he's out of here. He's got one pretty tricky cutscene and another ability to catch where he can head over to the left side of the map for the run. It's the Crow cutscene skip coming up.
And here it is. You got to line up a precise position, get a bash on that shot, and it's perfect. And as a result of that bash, there's a cutscene that you just don't even see. And so it kind of looks like nothing, but it's a pretty challenging trick. It's always nice to get it first try. Otherwise, you lose at a minimum about 13 seconds.
Yeah, so he's got his spider shot. That was also very nice. And now he's out of here. I believe Ven has successful key dupe. And so now Terra still lost a little bit of cutscene. That's okay. It's like barely a time saver there, and now he's on the charge flame.
Yep, we're going to be seeing another cutscene skip coming up in a bit for Terra, and we're going to be seeing for Ven. He gets his ghost door going through this door. He's going to fight the rather inconsequential mini-boss, and he'll be making his way into Swamp. So a little bit of a lull here as both runners need to kind of go through some minor slow parts to get to the action again.
Oh yeah, and the action late game is, man, it's all worth it. All the slow parts from Moon Grotto Ginso and from Stomp to Charge Link. It's all some great stuff here coming up.
Well, we're about to get hot and heavy on Terra's side now. We are going into Valley of the Wind, taking a little bit of damage here. This entire section is really, really scary because you cannot, if you're doing optimal strats, you cannot make a save anywhere along the way in Valley of the Wind, which means any death anywhere here, it's a 2-minute segment, any death will send him all the way back to the Spirit Well where he just made the did the cutscene skip. So really doesn't want that to happen. Already took a little bit of damage. That's a little bit scary, but we'll see how it goes. Vennguard is opting for the blind movement on this cutscene here as Terra comes in to fast Stompless momentarily.
Yeah, so he's onto his swamp entry attempt, and we'll see both of these runners on us. Some pretty interesting tricks involving bashing. Terra's on the Terra break. Shot looked good.
Got a good angle on that. He gets to the cell here, and he's good. Meanwhile, Vennguard is trying to bait this shot into a perfect spot. He does get it, gets the double bashes and the ability cell, and he is into Swamp, and hopefully he'll drop a save real soon because this Rhino is out for lunch. Oh god, not that direction. Okay.
Whew, that was pretty close, but Terra with Feather in just 21.5 minutes. That's an excellent time for Terra so far. So now he's got his charge dash ability. Now he's just gonna rocket jump. Not an intended movement in Ori, but we make it work.
And now we're gonna be seeing some Sorrow Bash from him. He's gonna get this bird, double bash him a couple times, double bash again, a use of bash where you can move the enemy and yourself, and he takes a death. So he's gonna have to go back here. Now he's not in danger of losing the lead, but Terra was really hoping for a very solid time here. And a death like that cost him around 15 to 20 seconds there. So here we go again, second attempt on Sorrow Bash.
Yeah, there's definitely many ways to approach this trick as well, and looks he's just be doing some some double bashing there, and there you go, gets a second time. That was very nice, despite that death there. And there's a little bit of a weird rocket jump, but looks fine for now.
Alright, he's using some more rocket jumps to lure these frog shots up higher, and then he took a rocket jump off his slime that unfortunately did not quite give him the height that he really wanted, but that was only a couple seconds lost, so it's not that bad. Vennguard making his way out of Swamp. Terra with another Ghost Door here to make his way into the charge jump tree, and also seeing him set up this Save Anywhere to perform the himself break trick.
It's interesting. Yeah, very interesting name for a trick there. I do say so. Ooh. Ven missed the frog, so he's just gonna have to die and try it again. So while he's got his UI up, Terra is heading through. What ship should we use today?
I don't know what you're saying, but this is the Lay's laboratory that we're traversing right now, and taking a quick death, a charge jump into those spikes intentionally, and he had used an ability just under that spot on the wall to make it so that when he respawned, he carried the charge jump effect into the ceiling, broke it, manages to get access to the top and find the sunstone here.
All right, so yeah, so Ven missed the cutscene. It's not a big deal, and he's just gonna go ahead and opt to watch it real quick. So now Ven is going to be heading out of this spider area as Terra's out of Sorrow. So set on the Misty, not really trick-based section, but it's all about this movement you've been able to get culminating throughout the game. So I'm excited.
Oh yeah, any runner in this, you know, from our world record holder all the way down to like the 30 and 31 range, they have. They've just put on a show for you in Misty, and you're already seeing it from Terra as he's doing some stomp cancel charge dashes. This is not a mechanic that we, you know, explicitly talk about all the time, but it's super important. You stomp in the middle of one of your charge dashes, and that actually interrupts the charge dash and refunds your energy if done early enough. Except in this case, Terra apparently did not do it early enough on at least one of his charge dashes, and so he actually lost the energy, which puts him at 0 right now, and he's at 1 health. Oh no! Oh wow!
You try to get that energy there, but man, that slime is deadly, and oh man, that's gotta be a rough one for Terra. But again, still, he's not letting that get to him. He's making some great movement.
Yeah, that was an absolutely, like, Navy SEAL level snipe by that slime. I did not even see that crap come out of it and land on the ground there. Terra opting for a safer method this time, and he's got 4 health, so he's fine. You see Ven doing the Spirit Tree cutscene skip on his side as Terra's just waiting for this brief little cutscene here. Unfortunately, a death like that may almost certainly put like PB possibility out of range for Terra, but a 31 still potentially within range.
Oh yeah, definitely. So he's on the climb. Ability we don't use too often, but it's an ability nonetheless. So we gotta get it to complete this run. And now he's gonna do the back half of Misty, which is definitely got some fun things to it.
Yeah, if you thought the first half was fun to watch, then here's the real thing. The second half is just filled with stuff like this rocket jump here, and some charge dashes with stomp cancels thrown in. Some more there. He opts not to do a... Alright, well, a death, unfortunately, sending him back to climb, but there are certainly much costlier deaths to take in this area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Then I don't believe we'll do fast Stompless, but he's at the fast Stompless area, so we'll see what he opts to do. Yeah, it just looks like he's gonna go get the cell, so he's not gonna try some fast Stompless today, and that's fine. It's a pretty weird trick. The shot, you never really know if the shot will get, it looks good, but sometimes it just won't end up making it.
Yeah, I can certainly tell you from experience how finicky fast Stompless is. Terra making quick work still here, as Ven is going to go into the intended method of stomping these rocks, and you'll of course see why we call it Stompless. But Terra doing some very solid movement here, has picked it up after those 2 unfortunate deaths. You're going to see a rocket jump up this meatball shaft here, a little bit short, but he manages not to die, so you know, that's what's important.
Yeah, that's super nice. Being on low health, and he's able to clean those, I believe, 3 damage meatballs, so very nice. Now it's on to the mini boss, or is there a mini boss? You never know. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't.
Well, I did see something jump out of the ground. He did have a little bit of spaghetti, but it looked alright. Certainly could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ven has gotten Feather, and now he's going to get Charge Dash level up, so he can try his Sorrow Bash attempts. See how he goes. Terra's out of Misty. Some very nice hair cancels. Look at that. Beautiful. He's on to Grenade.
Very interesting rocket jump from Ven. He goes all the way through the middle of all of those birds. And now we're going to see him begin his Sorrow Bashes. Terra will be making his way into BRB, but focus on the right for now as Ven goes for Sorrow Bash. Again, it needs to do a very complicated setup with these birds. He's going to go for a 2-bird method. He's going to try to attract 2 birds so that he can use one of them to do a non-double bash to still be able to set up his position here.
Yeah, and sometimes the bashing of the birds never really works out. You look close enough, but then the bash never gets in, and you just never know. Terra, he got some very nice laser cycle, and so now he's got one more big cutscene to skip before he's gonna get his light grenade ability.
And a beautiful Sorrow Bash for Vennguard on his side, managing to get the birds into the right positions and lure them over, and he'll be rocket jumping his way in. Have not seen him opt to take a safety save yet after entering. Not sure if he's going to.
Some people opt to save on that bit of wood, or like to save up above. You never really know.
Oh boy! Okay,
Oh,
just
man.
hugging that little corner of that platform there, but he manages not to die, so
Oh man,
he's good.
he's on to the Ruffles Ravine now, where he will form the Terra break.
That's right, and there he does drop a safety save. Of course, in this area, all these, potato crisps are here to take your life, but fortunately he's able to navigate them cleanly here. Terra, by the way, managed to make his way all the way from Grenade back to the teleporter to head to Thornfeld Swamp, so he's pretty much wrapping up now. Just needs to get to the Door of Horu and then perform some Death Warp and complete the final escape.
You mean Door Warp, or is it Death Warp because it gives us death?
Did I say Death Warp? Because if I did, I mean, maybe
think
like a Freudian slip kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, well, it is just bad. It's a really weird trick, but some Ren frame ones, you know, you gotta have 1 frame tricks in a speedrun like this.
Do you? Do you have to? Oh God, Terra!
You could. Oh wow.
Well, that was not a one-frame trick. That was just he needed to dodge that baneling, and unfortunately he did not. And it deals 6 damage, which he does not have that much health. So an unfortunate time for Terra. Just have to make that trip a second time. Vennguard doing his Terra break, making his way up through these lasers. He's just waiting a brief moment there for the laser to despawn before continuing. Terra will do this again, and I'm going to guess that still going for those Terra jumps. He doesn't get it, but he does manage to dodge the baneling.
Yeah, that baneling's actually been quite a problem for some runners. You're so close, but then this last enemy here is just gonna, you're like, nope, I'm gonna ruin your run. Now, Terra's on the door warp, 1-frame trick. He's gonna leave the game and come back in, and he's going to be just shot to the end of the dungeon, just like that. Let's see.
Magic.
First try.
First try, easy every time, except the ones when it's not. Now he's. Wow, his computer took quite a while to load the final area. You can't actually go in that door until the final area here is loaded. So he was just standing there mashing up, and the game was just like, nah, you're fine, just sit tight.
Yeah, but he's on to the final escape. Not gonna have a PB, but again, gonna have a very nice time heading into here. So let's see how he does. You can't take any damage heading up to that fish area because that water's so poison.
That's right. So he's gonna have to be navigating this area very carefully, doing some charge dashes, of course, for speed. But here he's gonna come in for a swim. It looked like he opted for 5 health, so we're seeing him do the absolute minimum damage in that water of 4, managing to make it through safely. Now he's gonna charge up this wall and bash up a couple times and get on this wall and line up a fake attempt at a grenade jump intentionally. Now he's gonna try some real ones. First one going awry. Terra?
One last, some frame perfect tricks, you know, you gotta love them. And Terra's having a little bit of trouble here.
And there it is.
Yeah, very nice. That's what it looks like. A successful, no soft lock grenade jump. You just saved quite a bit of time in this final stretch of walking. So Terra's gonna finish up here. Very nice time of 33 minutes. Who knows how many seconds.
Yep. Vennguard making his way into Misty. And he will be picking up climb momentarily. We'll get to see the. Oh, God, I shouldn't have said anything. That was a very costly death for Ven. He got to go all the way back to the entrance of Misty.
That hurt. But there you go. Terra is now done with his run. Yeah, it kind of rhymed. With the final time of 33 minutes, 23 seconds. Very
Yep. So pretty solid time. It won't improve his best race time so far in the tournament. That's still 33:08. And really, oh my goodness, another very costly death for Vennguard. Unfortunately, again, caught in those spikes and not being able to get out. Terra's basically his goal in this race would have been to improve his best tournament time, or of course possibly his PB. Not pulling that off, but he still has one more chance to do that in his next race. Ven is getting the Misty Infinite right now, and it does not feel good for him.
Yeah, commentators curse. We just gotta stop paying attention to him, and then he'll be doing good again.
Okay, all right. So on the left side, take a look as the bird has grabbed the spirit flame, the sign, and is carrying it towards this tree. For some reason, I don't know who this bird character is. We didn't see this character on Terra's screen before. But he's gonna put the spirit flame into that thing, and Vennguard tries to drop his safety save, thank God. So commentate the left side anymore.
Yeah. Terra's actually not doing any of this, so there you go. Terra's just kind of chilling now. We'll see if we can get him in for an interview, actually, as Ven's gonna be hoping to get his climb tree very soon.
Yeah, we just need to navigate this scary spike question mark section. Just need to not take a hit from the spikes.
Yeah, or the worms. They're dangerous too. And
it's true. Don't get stung by Frankie.
Whew, looks good.
All right, there we go. And now we are joined by the victorious runner, Terra, for a quick chat. Terra, congratulations on your victory, and you know, tell us your thoughts on your performance today.
Oh, I thought it was going
That's it,
so
just
well.
a grunt.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. So many deaths, just huge, costly deaths. I think it kind of threw me off at the start when I accidentally, like, done that wall jump.
A bit of a weird.
I don't know what happened.
What exactly happened there?
I have no idea.
It's just done.
Must be my splits or something messed up with the auto splitter, but
You just really wanted to get that new world record of 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
yeah, let's get that best race time down.
Nice. But yeah, after that, up till want to say Sorrow, you had some very nice movement so far. So you gotta be proud with some of that movement, definitely.
Yeah, I was happy all the way up to Sora. I think my first major death was, I think maybe Sora Pass, and then not Sora Pass, Sora Bash, and then dying in Misty kind of just threw me off. And maybe
It
tilted
didn't really
me a
seem
little bit.
like you had any like major trick failures or like specific like movements that went bad. It just seemed like at some point you kind of ended up. Also, that slime and Misty, that was crap. Like, what the heck? Was that?
I have no idea, dude. There's another weird thing in the BRB where I did a charge jump and it just did a little hop, but the charge jump noise went off. It was just so weird.
What a video game.
What a
well,
video game.
So you've gotten through 2 races now. You got 1 left against Sully. When is that scheduled? And you know, what are you looking to achieve in that race?
It's scheduled for Wednesday at 7 PM Eastern, and I'm looking just to improve my best time. I really want a 31 or 30 in race, but I'll be happy with a 31.
Yeah.
I just hope it's not another 33, because I can do so much better.
No, well, we believe in you, Terra. We think you can do it.
Oh, thank you.
Right,
Well,
Rula?
he believes in you.
Oh, okay. Well, so Vula's gonna be commentating that one, I guess.
Dude, that's while I'm at work. How am I supposed to commentate this stuff, dude?
We'll make it work.
Possible
All right,
game.
well, Terra, thank you for joining us. We're going to go back to the action with Ven. But,
Okay, no problem.
congrats on the
Thank you.
victory. And
Thanks,
good luck
Vula.
on your next race.
Thank you.
So Ven, heading, he's out of Misty after a few costly deaths, and he's going to get Light Grenade, the final ability he needs to complete this game and this run, of course. And it's going to be setting up for our very useful grenade jump at the end of this one.
Indeed. We'll see. I'm always unsure with newer runners whether or not they go for the grenade jump. In some cases, I mean, it's not unreasonable to go for the trick, but if you do fail it, there is the possibility of soft lock, and it's quote unquote only 35 seconds saved by doing it. Like, you know, if you are still in the 50 or 45 range or whatever, you don't necessarily need to do that to save the time, but it is kind of also like, well, it's 35 seconds and you get it, so.
No, yeah. Unless you have total spaghetti actually trying to pull it off. I mean, in the end, it can be pretty useful. If you're really close to that sub, you know, whatever goal you're trying to get, I would definitely go for it.
The coveted sub N.
Sub whatever, insert time here. Ven's got his grenade, and now he's gonna be heading out of here. No spicy grenade jumps on the way out, and I can expect that.
Ooh, manages to aggro the baneling and just make sure to dodge it carefully. That explosion radius, that is very, very large. You do not want to get hit by that. It is, again, 6 damage, and Vennguard does not have 6 health right now. He may be, or I should say he does not have 7 health right now to survive that. He may be acquiring that many health, but not until after this section. And all right.
Whew. Weirdly, he was not going for any of those charge jumps getting out of that section. I was pretty interested with that, but now he's gonna be doing some charge jump. Get this, yeah, I believe 6th health cell now. So now he's on to the Thorn Felt teleport that we got early on, to head to Horu and finish up his run here.
That's right. On his way to Horu, we'll see if he opts to stop real quick and pick up a 7th health. He, again, now has 6 because he just picked one up at the teleported BRB. And if he picks this one up, he'll have 7, which will allow him to survive a Baneling hit, as well as, theoretically, 1 hit from something in the final escape without having to reset intentionally. He is skipping it, so it looks like he'll be confident enough going with 6 for the rest of the way.
That's right. Just gotta smash through this wall, get over these, I think, elementals. We never really know an official name for them, but that's what I like to call them. He's gotta get this Baneling that's giving everyone trouble. There you go. Get past it. And there you have it. He's onto the door warp.
I do believe the internal name for those enemies is turret. They're just turrets. Go figure.
Just turret. There you go.
Door warp for Ven. Will we see a first try for him? Yes.
Very nice.
Glorious.
So he's on the final escape now. He's making some great time. I believe his best race time currently is a 45, and he's entering the escape with just about getting to 42. So there you go. So let's hope for a best race time from him today.
Yeah, it should be possible for him to improve his time at least a little bit as far as the standings go. And if he did improve by even just 2 seconds, that would actually currently put him above Zik on the standings for the bracket seating. So that would certainly be a nice little improvement for him as he goes here. But here we go, navigating that lava column, making sure not to get caught by it. A charge flame to break that barrier. You can also charge dash to break it, but he opts to go for the slightly safer charge flame. And now we're gonna go for a swim.
He's got 6 health, so you don't have to worry about manipulating these fish here. And ooh, oh, a little bit close, but he's able to get it. Just 1 health.
That 6 health pay off.
He's able to not spawn Kuro, which is a thing you don't want to do in this final section. To take your time here for this grenade jump, and he's gonna be going for it.
All right, here we go. He looks to have maybe low position. It's hard to tell. Oh, that is very low. Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
He's
This is a little bit scary. He's consistently lining up low, but this trick is very finicky, so this actually could be just okay anyway.
Yeah.
If he gets the input.
Wasn't sure how much he's been practicing this, but we hope to see success from him eventually. He's persistent. He's going for it, and there he
Gets
goes.
it.
He got it. So that's gonna be an 8th try, but it's okay. He's able to get it, and that's definitely be a new best race time from him. So apart from that misty spaghetti, he's got a very nice time going for him.
Yeah, that's right. He's going to get improvement of around, what, almost a minute and change on his best race time. So that'll be nice. A little bit of an improvement in the bracket standings for him. But, and again, going back to grenade jump, very difficult single frame input where you got to press grenade and then press jump on the next frame. Not easy by any stretch for any player. Few hops with Naru, and he makes his way to the finish line, wrapping it up with a 44.07.
Yeah, so then he was very nice, very nice consistency I saw from him, and getting I believe a 3rd try Sarabash and 1st try Dorp actually. So yeah, that was overall very nice performance from him.
Yeah, I mean the Misty Infinite was really the only thing that kind of held him up today. So you know, gonna want to take that back to school a little bit, work on the Misty, but otherwise, you know, we saw a ton of promise again in his performance here, where you know we'll definitely be seeing more PBs from Vennguard in the very near future, and probably another improvement in that best time in his next race.
That's right. There's one more. So we'll see if we can get an interview, I believe, from him, from Ven himself. So, or not, we're not too sure yet.
Now we'll be moving on. Actually, we have again 11 races today.
Yeah,
and,
that's true. We got the heat. It's only just begun, guys. Don't worry.
That's right. Oh, and the reminder from our truck, the last match actually for Vennguard in his group stage is today, actually. So he's wrapping it up today. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be Vennguard versus Oshi. So we will actually see his whether he's able to improve in the span of about 2 hours.
Yeah, he's got like time for maybe 1 or 2 practice races. So hopefully he's gonna get on that quick. Up next after this is gonna be Zik, actually, who you mentioned during this race, and Xavier. So some very nice races coming up for you guys.
That's right. So stick around, everybody. Make sure to stay tuned to Speed Gaming 4 all day because we have so much Ori for you. But that's been it for us. Cleanfell, as always, a pleasure commentating with you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure as well. Always have fun with the Vula himself.
And we'll catch you guys in just a few minutes back on this channel. So stay tuned.